Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Introducing first, from Dumpster Uptown, Petalijaya, Malaysia, weighing in at 2 alternative squat machines. Here's your fellow Uptown lowlife, Cornelius. Low. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Just turn this off, yeah? There we are. How's everyone doing? Let's welcome some of our lovely guests, viewers here in Cafe Cornelius. Wait, how many what machine? 2 alternative squat machines. I'll explain soon. Firstly, Prince Eagle, El Mascaras. Ooh, El Mascaras. Interesting name. Well, hello there. Right, Nexus. Hello, mate. Hello. How's it going? And of course, we have my lovely moderator here. It is you. Good to have you back here. This you. Yes. So, in case you didn't catch that, my name is Cornelius Low, professional wrestler turned Butler Vtuber at your service. Yes, indeed, folks. I am indeed an IRL professional wrestler. Let's see. I'd like to just gauge the viewers a tad. Riot and Nexus. It feels like you've seen me doing my IRL thing before, but Prince Eagle, is this your first time here? I think this is your first time here. Nonetheless, I'll just basically prove it that I have done this. I did. Yes. Either ways. Let me just very quickly just show a little something that essentially proves what that I walk the talk, essentially. I just have to find it first. Where's that damn video? Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go. I did, mostly from a certain which VTuber. Which VTuber? Which VTuber? Which VTuber? I typically don't permit names of other VTubers being mentioned on my chat. If you look at my rules in the description down below, you see I'm quite a stickler for the rules. I'm a pro after all. But which VTuber? Which VTuber? Hell? Right. I know a few witch VTubers, but ones that I am colleagues, peers, friends with. I'm drawing a blank. I won't lie to you. Spawn me. Who is it? You would think I would know. I'm pretty sure when you tell me, I'm gonna be like, oh, her. Of course, her. Unless if you mean like a male witch, which can be a thing. But it's, yeah. It should be a female witch VTuber. I'm sure there are male witch VTubers. Female, actually, of course. But who is it now? Who is it? I'm actually drawing a blank here. No, can't be her. I don't know her at all. No, can't be her either. I'm literally going through the list of the many VTubers that I actually personally know, and I know a lot actually. So those who aren't aware, I've been VTubing for give or take 3 years, going all the way to my pre-debut days, of course. So and I'm one of the very few. This might shock you guys. I hope this doesn't freak you guys out. I'm an extroverted VTuber. I know, right? Where is it? Yes. I've been doing this for 3 years now, so it's been quite the journey indeed. And I must say, having a little bit of the extroverted energy about me, it helps me to network with folks, interact with folks, have fun with folks, both viewers, VTubers, and whatever in between. Flesh people even. So I mean, as some of you guys may know, I run a pro wrestling game show called Square Circle Made Simple. So if I want to get contestants for that, well, I really have to reach out, don't I now? You know, and I've reached out all the way to, like, I've had guests all the way from the Americas even. Yeah. Not alone Southeast Asia. Yeah. So yeah, who is it now? Who is it? Who? So today's whole shtick is basically we're just gonna chat, just gonna talk, say whatever you want, say la vie, and all that jazz. Obviously, if you took a good look at my YouTube waiting room thumbnail, you'll notice that there's a few things there that I've sprinkled about on it, and we will get to it very, very soon. We'll get to it very, very soon. The first, right? And next says, come on, spoil me. Who is this witch VTuber that you're referring to? Who is it? Huh? Who? I feel like I'm being such a dumbass right now. Irie. Cordelia? Wait, the Chupang? The fighting fish VTuber? Wait, what? No, wait, are we referring to the same Irie? Can't be. I don't think she's known. Irie Cordelia is not known to be a witch. Wait, what? I swear I'm being such a dumbass right now. I'm not trying. Wait. Irie Cordelia's a witch? That's how we met, mate. Hold on. Wait, my brain. Wait. You're suggesting we've met IRL before, which is not exactly, which is not an impossibility because I do show up in the flesh IRL at a variety of anime conventions and obviously most recently at VMuse. Did I meet you at VMuse or something? Okay, and please do not dox yourself. Not IRL, but stream chat. Oh, yeah. I also do flutter about a good bit. I like to say hello to my peers and say hi to this VTuber, that VTuber. It's just sort of a thing I do. Yeah. So yes, Cordelia, right? Cordelia. I tend to refer to her as Cordelia. Yes. Yeah. She's cool. She's neat. I hope I didn't say anything that ended up accidentally doxing anyone. I really try to be very careful about that sort of a thing, you know, because I'm a little bit fleshy. So you know, when people meet me IRL, I need to be careful that I don't end up accidentally doxing them, that sort of thing. That's fine, don't worry about it. Phew. Okay, crisis averted. Hello there for Yuki Ozora. Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Lovely tea. Alrighty. Hey, speaking of VMuse, did any of you guys watch the live stream from VMuse? You guys know what I'm talking about concerning VMuse? Do you know what is VMuse? Why is VMuse? How is VMuse? Not yet. Oh, okay. I believe they are going to have the VODs ready soonish. I wouldn't know because, well, let's take it all the way back, shall we? Let's take it all the way back. What is VMuse? VMuse is it's essentially a VTuber Coachella. I guess that's one way to describe it. It is a VTuber music festival set in Malaysia, specifically Geospace in Petaling Jaya. Geospace is a fairly newish, like, sort of event space. It's big. It's very, very big and fancy. Funnily enough, it's actually sort of in my neck of the woods, actually. Like, it's considered very, very close to Damansara Uptown, of which I am very publicly from. So it is quite literally a full day music event. Range starts at, like, give or take 12 all the way till, I think the whole show ended at around 10 p.m. Welcome, Benangs. Welcome. Wow, is this your first time here, Benangs? I believe so. Let's see now. Have a video of me kicking someone. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, pretty ambitious event. When it was announced a few months ago, like, whoa, really? Really? And then some of the headliners, like, wow, really? Really? You kidding me? Bao, Kuro, Made Mint, Iron Mouse was in it. Those are some banger headliners, you know? So the show was like, the first segment was like the daytime show where it's basically VTubers who was a little more on a smaller scale, you know, but not lacking in talent at all. Folks like Shiki Miyoshino, obviously Iriko Delia was there, Regalia. I'm so scared. I used to be very good at saying her name, but I haven't seen her name in so long that I always thought you were on the Purple website. Nah, mate. Nah. I've always been on no, that's not completely correct actually. When I started streaming, it has always been on my own YouTube channel, but I have appeared a good bit on Twitch before I started my YouTube channel. So on my friends', okay, we're going on a bit of a strange tangent here. So how I started off with streaming was on Twitch actually, but I streamed on my friend's channel. If you guys know who Miles Guru is, he's a fellow professional wrestler, and he used to stream a good bit of Minecraft and all that jazz. I sort of like wanted to like learn a little bit from him on how to get this ball rolling, and so I started on his channel actually. So I was actually streaming on his channel from my computer. Wild, right? Wild. Also, just give folks a little heads up. Something is a little bit unpredictable with the internet tonight. Like, it seems like, for the most part, it seems like it's pretty like stable and all that jazz. Like, you know, I'm able to, for instance, lift one hand, lift the other hand, lift both hands, and shake it all about. No, but but sometimes the internet will dip just a short bit. See, like now, and I'm not too sure why. Yeah, so just be patient, folks. Just be patient. My ISP just DC'd for a solid minute earlier. Unify? Is that safe for me to say? You're not gonna like dox me and harass me because I mentioned just that, right? Should be fine. As for the coconuts, just demonstrating lag and stream stability. I guess. Yeah. I should put it away. I wonder if anyone caught that. I wonder if anyone caught that. Oh yes, to my lovely mods, if you see any moments like just a few seconds ago that you think is clippable, please do clip it. Onegaishimasu. And then drop it into the Discord server in the clips channel if you can. Onegaishimasu. And what I just did, I'll explain soonish. So, what was I saying? Yes, so I streamed on my friend's channel for a little while just to get the hang of it, so to speak. So I was using his channel, but streaming from my computer. I can't believe we actually managed to figure that out, and turned out for a pretty neat little thing that we did, actually, for a little while. Just for a short bit, just so that I understood how streaming works and all that jazz. Oh my god, streaming on Twitch, I felt it was so hectic. Like, there's so many doodads that can happen, so many ways to interact, to the point where it was a little bit of a mental overload. So but I've always wanted to stream on YouTube primarily because that was sort of I had the perception, at least at the time. So this was like during the pandemic era. So we're talking what, 2021, 22, where it seemed like VTubers were more present on YouTube. and you can do like you can clip things and have there's a whole clipper culture on YouTube that I want to be a part of. I'm cooking right now, but okay. Take your time. Take your time. How do you clip on you? Oh, yes. It should be there. It should be at the bottom right corner, I suppose, somewhere around there. You know. Do your thing. Do your thing. If you wish to belongs, you can join my Discord server and clip away and add the clips, add the videos in the clips channel. So my Discord server, the invitation link should be in the description down below. So yes, that's how I got things. That's how I sort of those were my training wheels, so to speak, during that era. Well, that was fun. Okay, so emus. Okay, one thing before I'll say that I want to be very transparent about concerning VMUs is that why did I do it? As in, why did I attend? But I paid basically the highest price possible. So I was paying. So just to be very transparent here, I paid for the so-called VIP / night tier for VMUs. So there was sort of two. Earlier on with VMUs, there was the option to pay a ticket where you only watch the daytime thing, and then there was the upper tier where you could also include the night tier as well. And obviously the night tier, the night show, that's where you watch the headliners, Bao, Min, Kuro, Iron Mouse. So if you wanted to get to that, you had to pay a hefty price for that. And so I did. My curiosity got the better of me. I wanted to see how this massive endeavor worked. So yeah, I took the plunge. Shall we see some photos? Why not? Okay. Yes. I won't lie. It's a pretty penny. It's a hefty amount even for yours lowly. I won't lie. But again, I was just curious. And here it is. So this was Geospace, specifically the exhibition hall of Geospace. So what are the perks of getting VIP? Oh, before I get ahead of myself, need to explain something concerning the whole ticketing thing that is a little bit convoluted. Just bear with me here. So I was one of those folks that, yes, paid the full 560-ish price point, okay? I want to be very transparent about this because I want to sort of share my experience with VMUs, because concerning VMUs. As partially because I also wanted to support the regional and local talent. So when I say regional, I'm talking about folks from the Philippines, Indonesia, that sort of thing. And there were also 2 local Malaysian talents here as well. And you heard me right. Only 2 Malaysian talents, which might surprise some of you folks. That's sort of the angle that they were going with. But it's been made pretty obvious that this event is very much catered to an international audience. Like I could clearly see that there were folks from Australia, Indonesia, Singapore that flew to Malaysia just for the show. So now here's something that happened that was a little bit like, what? And that was that they drastically reduced the ticket. Mind you, I already paid for it in full. Yeah, I already paid for it in full. But then they drastically reduced the ticket. As to why I did it so, that's not my place to theorize. But they definitely reduced it. So, for instance, if I'm not wrong, I'm not going to bother with like exact numbers here. The full day ticket, which includes the headliners at night, it drastically went down from, as I said, 560 to something less than 200 ringgit, So it's much more reasonable. Yeah, yeah. And another thing that they did too was they included an IRL factor as well. You guys might have heard of KLP 48, which is the Kuala Lumpur sister branch to AKB 48. And best of all, the most exciting part of that was that they were performing with Mint, Made Mint. And I thought to myself, clever, because Mint is known to be a bit of an idol simp. As honestly, she calls herself an idol simp, So it was kind of a match made in heaven, actually. So what this means for me is that here's the crazy thing. Even though I paid 560, it was actually made very clear that for me to get like perks like the meet and greets, getting extra goodies and all that jazz, extra perks, that was under a raffle. You had to be selected for that, or randomly selected for that. But when they announced that that there was going to be a massive price reduction, basically everyone who paid for the full day ticket immediately got all the perks. So extra merchandise, the VIP platform, and obviously the biggest thing was that the meet and greets with all of the headliners. So when I finally went there in the afternoon, so I was there the whole day, mind you, in Geospace. So this is what I sort of saw in early-ish. As you can see, it's a massive space, full on lighting rigs, full blast air conditioning. It was really comfy. What might not be too obvious here? Okay, what might not be too obvious here? Let me just point it out for you. You see, this railing here. So, while most folks were down here, I was up here practically the whole day. There were seats there, okay? I'm sorry. There were seats, okay? And without saying too much, there was food as well. Food and drinks as well. Provided. So, didn't really have to go out for lunch because lunch was provided. And dinner too. Yeah. That was interesting. Is this my first time ever sort of getting like a VIP thing for a live show? I think so. Usually when I go for these live show things, I don't really splurge to the point where I get like where I'm in like the VIP perk sort of a thing. I mean for like I did pay a really good positioning for the Ado concert where we were in the front area, the mosh pit so to speak. But no VIP perks, that sort of a thing. This was full on via all the VIP perks. So yeah, I enjoyed that. So I could basically just perch up here and just look down. I'm not gonna say the word peasant. I didn't say the word peasant. I'm not that sort of an uptown low life. Nah. See. Yes. Yes. Let's see. OBS is definitely in the red now. But I believe. Am I still live? By the way, guys. Am I still live? Let me just type in chat. I think I am. But yeah, see, this is what I meant. I sort of surmise that internet's going to be a little bit on the wonky side tonight. Yeah. Maybe not to say it stopped altogether, just a little on the slow side, unfortunately. Do let me know. Buffering. That's unfortunate. Just do let me know. Do let me know when it's stabilized. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I'm gonna DM you on Twitter because something's funny with my Discord on desktop tonight. I don't know why. Welcome back. Oh, I'm back. Lovely. It is now. Okay, lovely. just working on something out. Okay, let's see. Them bars are now green now. The bars are now green. Yeah, it's really, yeah, it's really like fluctuating. That's the word. Yes, fluctuating. Very strange. Very strange. Oh, apologies. I forgot to turn on the this. Apologies. A little bit on the quiet side. My bad. My bad. Okay. Let's check something. Okay. We should be back. So yes, this was basically my general. Oh, come on, really? I froze there. Yeah, so this was my general view the whole day essentially. No, just sort of lording up top. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Let's see now. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So like I mentioned, part of the perk, I suppose for me, one of the best parts of the whole event was the meet and greets, of which there were many. Okay, I gotta mention the Dexter boys. Dexter, I believe they are a male Indonesian VTuber group. I'm not sure if they're an agency, but they're a group. But it's 5 lads. It seems that all 5 of them are actually very, very good singers. Yeah. And so this was the first. This was my first meet and greet session. I went to at least 3 on that day alone, which was a fair number. And so I just honestly I had no idea who Dexter were. You know, they were very, very new to me. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're far more active in the Indonesian scene. So I hold on. Okay, wait. Ah, man. Yeah, it really is fluctuating. Am I buffering again? Yeah, internet's really fluctuating a lot tonight. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I guess I just have to be patient. Nope. Okay, good. Let's keep going. So okay. Okay. Let me recount what happened in the whole meet and greet sesh. So everyone gets about 3 minutes, and then not including a photo. At least with the Dexter lads, I'll explain how this changes throughout the day. But the Dexter lads. So again, I don't know why I was being this way. Honestly, I was just like, I think it's because I did want to mess with them a little bit, you know. Because and obviously, as always, whenever I go to these IRL things, the mask always stays on. Yeah. So I went in, I put on the headphones, grabbed the microphone. When they saw me, I think I said something along the lines of, I don't know who you are, but you have 3 minutes to entertain me. Go. Like I said, I don't know why I'm being. I don't. In hindsight, that sounds rather dickish of me. But look, it should be pretty. It should be obvious. I would just mess with them a little bit. But they freaked out. They freaked out a little bit. They're like, and then they introduced themselves, and I think it was Rex, the lad in red to the left here, who offered to beatbox to entertain me, and then he did it. And I was like, stop, because it was terrible. So bad. We just chatted a little bit more. Wish them all the best in their live show later, which is what you see here, and all that jazz. To say that I was stuck in it, that I stood out amongst the meet and greet in their meet and greet sesh is putting it lightly, because they mentioned me in their live stream, in their little post VMuse live stream. Oh, they mentioned me all right. Hey, I mean, I put it this way. I gave them something to talk about in their post VMUs live stream. Yeah. Not everything should go smoothly, and not everything should go predictably. And I was that unpredictable factor that people crave in a live stream. Oh, buffering, really? Oh man. Thanks so much for keeping an eye on this one for me, Disu. This is it really does go figure. It really does go figure. What about now? Yeah, YouTube is also informing me as such. How strange. It's like, yeah, it's been in like this sort of throughout the whole like half day, I suppose. Yeah, just constantly fluctuating. Very, very strange. Oh well, in the meantime, but the lads, I'll give it to them. Fantastic singers, fantastic singers. All five of them, really good vocalists. I can see why the ladies could go gaga over them. Hey, you got recognized. Well, no, they recognized I was a wrestler because I had the wrestler's mask on. I don't think they knew who I was. I'm not that prevalent in the Indonesian scene. Just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit. Okay. I suppose this was the big one. I got to talk to Iron Mouse. I don't even introduce who Iron Mouse is, do I? No need. But it was really neat. About freaking, oh man. Internet, please. Why? What did I do to you today? Man? Oh well. Just part and parcel. Let's see who's more stubborn, me or the internet. I think this year's just gonna be like buffer, no buffer, buffer, no buffer, buffer, no buffer. This is the whole night long. Shall I continue? Shall I continue? This you? Do let me know, please. Do let me know. Yeah. Shall I continue? Guess I should. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the green bars again on my data. So okay, I guess I'll just keep on going. So, Iron Mouse. She could easily recognize I was a wrestler. Tungsten Rat. Yes, the Tungsten Rat. Yeah. Wait, is iron tungsten? I don't know. I'm not a metallurgist. But yes, I got to actually talk to her in a meet and greet, so that was pretty neat. Essentially, she could recognize that I was immediately a wrestler. She didn't know I was a VTuber and all that, and that's perfectly fine. What did I ask her? Okay, keep in mind, folks. Some in the whole meet and greet session, there are some that I don't mind divulging, but there will be one or two things I might not reveal. Yeah. So, I think, what did I say? I asked Iron Mouse if she was into pro wrestling, because she is openly Puerto Rican, a Boricua, as it were. And to those who aren't aware, the people of Puerto Rico, whether they are a diaspora or whether they are from the island itself, they are huge. They are very, very dedicated pro wrestling fans. A huge pro wrestling scene in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of Puerto Rican wrestlers, so a huge representation there. Some of the world's best wrestlers are Puerto Rican, and for So I just thought I asked her, and she said not really. Obviously, she very much knows what it is. But man, I'm just gonna power through. Yeah. So but she told me something really, really cool though. Really, really cool. In that, and I can't believe this. She said that she basically dropped she would like to collab with her friend Zelina one day. I'm like, wait, Zelina Vega of WWE? That Zelina Vega, who wore a Puerto Rico themed wrestling gear that had a Puerto Rican flag cape and wrestled in Puerto Rico itself. That's Zelina Vega. Wow, I won't lie. That worked me. That got me in a tizzy out because I was pretty like chill and mellow the whole time until she said that. I was like, yo, what? That's so cool. Like knowing Zelina Vega, that's actually like baller. How? In hindsight, I think I've heard of this before, but I'm not too sure how they knew each other. Actually, let me Google this real quick. See if anything pops up. Okay. Zelina Vega Iron Mouse. Let's see. I know that Zelina Vega actually also does a little. I think she does stream a little bit on Twitch as well. A surprising number of pro wrestlers these days actually stream on Twitch. In fact, no, I'm going to be more specific. A surprising number of WWE superstars stream on Twitch. Surprisingly. I've seen someone like Michin, aka Maya Yim, like she streamed was it Left 4 Dead or is it another horror game? Yeah, so something like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I mean, just very quickly, I can see that Zelina has definitely interacted at least with Iron Mouse on Twitter. At the very, very least. So wow. So I guess they are pals with each other. That's super neat. That's super neat actually. Pretty neat actually that pro wrestlers are sort of like branching out and interacting with other forms of content creators / entertainers. I think that's super neat. Zelina is definitely one of the sorts that deliberately wants to do a little bit of that crossover thing, which I really respect. Next up, Mint. Okay, so this one was actually, believe it or not, I think the biggest representation of the fans was of VTuber fans, at least. I need to be very specific. VTuber fans was for Mint. Not Iron Mouse, not Kuro, not Bao. Specifically Mint, actually. You could tell there were a lot of folks wearing her colors, wearing her gear. Sorry. I mean, what did I say? Yeah, I'm so entrenched in the square circle. I meant like wearing her merch. There were definitely the most number of Made Mint fans in VMuse for sure. There were definitely some like I could clearly see that Kuro had like had people cosplaying as him, and a few others too. But it was mainly Mint in particular, to the point where her meet and greet line was actually the longest. It was actually the longest too. Oh, and by the way, this whole space here, it doesn't seem obvious at first. It's actually a cafe. It's actually a cafe that's right outside the concert space actually. So it was kind of funny that there were some folks that went in and out to buy coffee. Well, mostly the staff, but it definitely looked like a proper cafe actually. Around this time, I'm not gonna say the names. I'm gonna say the names. I actually met someone I did not expect to meet at all. All I'll say is that they're an Indonesian VTuber. I'm like, you? And they were like, Cornelius? Oh, let me guess. It's buffering now, huh? It's buffering now. I can see that. I'll chill. Yep. I will chill. I'll try to keep an eye on this on me as well. I can see the I can see the net stability. Okay, it's climbing back up. Come. It's yellow now. Come. Green. There we go. Okay. I'll keep on going. So, yeah. So I actually met a surprising number of folks that I didn't expect to meet in VMuse for sure. I mean, it is a tight-knit industry after all. Yeah. So this person was I'll just say they just to keep things more vague. I do want to protect this person's privacy a bit. But they were like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, cool, huh, a friend. Yeah, and they were, without saying too much, I think they were accompanying a talent that was performing at VMuse at the time. I think. And so, yeah. So the thing is, one reason why I knew that Mint's line was the longest of all of them was because at one point one of the minders basically told the line that hey guys, sorry, but we have to cut 3 minutes to 2 minutes, and if you want to take photo, that has to be within the 2 minutes as well. So yes, unfortunately, meeting up with Mint was a little hectic. And as always, whenever I do these meet and greets, the mask really just helps to break the ice. It's such an easy ice-breaking tool because when you look at the mask, like, oh, one of us, even though technically no, but yes, because it's me. Mm-hmm. So what I told Mint, so I didn't ask anything, but I told Mint was something I'll keep more in private. Maybe in the future, far-flung future, I might reveal it. But for now, no. It's between me and Mint. Oh, okay. I suppose I can talk a little bit about this. The KLP48 factor. So KLP48, okay, and I'll be very frank here. Very frank here. I believe there was a larger representation of KLP48 audience members than VMuse members. I don't think that can be even denied. When it was announced that KLP48 will be performing in VMuse, it was really exciting. Because it gives another chance for the KLP fans, of which I'm sort of one of them, a chance to see their Oshis again, their IRL Oshis. So they were there to the point where, so there was this large, like sort of holding space before you enter a Joe's space, which is this hall here. You have to be in this sort of space here. So KLP48's meet and greet was in this space, and yeah, there were more of them. There was no denying that. Yeah, their lines were longer too. No denying that. But what's this shirt about? Caught my eye. Let me see if I can read this properly from here. 100% local, Malaysia, truly Asia. The members may vary in looks, languages, and beliefs, but well, it sort of trails off from there. I think this was just I believe this is more like a fan shirt. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is an official shirt, but it's almost like a slogan to say, hey, KLP48 fans can come in all shapes and sizes. Let's just all unite to support our girls. That kind of a thing. Actually, it was actually pretty neat to see that some of the KLP48 girls actually was very VTubers. A couple of them, at least, are definitely fans. I think I saw that Salwa was had made a tweet that that said that she's watched actually VTubers for quite a while actually. So she was one of them. I would not be surprised if Lucine also knows a good bit about VTubers. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if Lucine has friends who are VTubers. I would not be surprised one bit. For a little context, Lucine of KLP48 is probably the most open cosplayer of the bunch. Like, she's very much comes from the whole ACG. Like, she very much grew up and was molded by the whole ACG scene to the point where, like, if you go to her Instagram account, she has Sparkle. Like, she cosplay as Sparkle. That's recent. Like, I don't even have Sparkle in my Honkai Star collection, but she's cosplaying as Sparkle, so that's pretty neat. Man, this whole buffering, not buffering thing is a little on the frustrating side. But alas, we must continue. Ooh, oh dear, yeah. Even the CEO is informing me as such. How are we now? How are we now? Yeah, appreciate you helping me keep an eye on things. This you really do appreciate it. Okay, YouTube says collection is excellent now. We'll see how things have changed. Welcome Nomu. Unfortunately, you have to bear with me a little bit. The internet stability is very fluctuating right now. Like, sometimes it'll be run perfectly fine, and then the next minute it won't. It won't. But then it'll be back on, back off. So yeah, it's just something to I have to bear with in a way. Yeah. But welcome Nomu. Okay. Okay. So why is this random? Who's this random guy? Who's this random dude? Very unlucky day for you today. Yes, unfortunately. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to utilize my trademark patience in order to get through this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I can be a patient uptown lowlife if I wish to be. People seem to be surprised that I can be surprisingly patient. I can be patient. You guys not think I can be patient? I'm a patient man. Okay. Okay. So, I wish I had another photo. Actually, hold on there. Let me actually try to find one. Find a photo. I don't know if I can do it very quickly, but I'll do it in the meantime. Okay, so this person, mind you, this was also a complete coincidence. So besides the other fellow VTuber that I met at the meet and greet sesh. Okay, I finally got to watch. Oh, thank goodness. This was an even bigger surprise. Why? Because I did not know this individual. I did not know this individual was coming at all. I didn't even know he was into VTubing at all. All right, let me see if I can grab a reference photo for you folks. Here. Okay. Oh, actually, this could be a good one. Okay. I'm gonna drop a photo here. So, okay, kablooey. It's Julian from Grapple Max. a fellow Singaporean wrestler who I've wrestled against twice in both Malaysia and Singapore. I bumped into it. You know how I bumped into him? I bumped into him in the VIP section of VBUs. I went upstairs. I was watching, I forgot who exactly, maybe Phoebe or something like that. It was a little bit later. It was a little bit later. And then someone was calling for me. And in the darkness, I saw this dude in the glasses and fuzzy hair. I'm like, wait. Because it was, at first like, it was saying like, Cornelius, it's me. Julian, it's me. I was like, it took me like 3 seconds to register who it was because Again, I can't believe he was there in Malaysia with me. In Petaling Jaya, in Joe's space, in the VIP space, mind you. But that's Julian from Grapplebacks. Yeah. He pinned me! The bastard pinned me in Malaysia, in Causeway Jam. And I was being friendly with him. How dare you? How dare you, Julian? You pinned me and you acted friendly with me. How dare you? I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. Yeah. So that was a shocker, and then it was as wild. We find out that he's a huge VTubing fan as well. Like. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Yeah, that's a, yeah, that does happen pretty often with wrestling. I must say, does happen pretty often. So that was wild. So there's at least, what is up with Grapplebacks? So for a little context, Grapplebacks is a wrestling promotion in Singapore, of which I have wrestled in, actually, at least on 2 separate occasions. I'm not even including the one in Causeway Jam in Malaysia, where the Grapplebacks contingent came down. So there's at least 3 who are openly really into VTubing, I guess. Actually, I'm not sure if Julian was into VTubing or openly into VTubing or not. But too late. I guess he is now. Yeah, I guess he has to be open about it now. Yeah. Sorry, I had to drink tea. There was a little bit. I caught something in my throat. Oh yeah, we could. So when we had a little time to chill in a cafe. Oh my goodness, the dude actually knows his stuff. Like he is. It's not like he was a normie that recently got into VTubing and mainly dabbled in whole life. No. This dude knows a good bit. In fact, he and another friend of his, actually, when it was announced that VMUS was a thing, he bought the ticket fairly soon. He bought the tickets fairly soon. So he paid full price like me. Obviously, he's Singaporean. So, like I said, he was one of the Singaporeans that was part of that whole. That's exactly the sort of audience that VMUS was initially targeting. Just kind of shocking that one of them was a wrestler, like yours lowly. That was neat. So yeah, and also here's another crazy thing. He had no idea, no clue about KLP40 at all. He didn't realize how big they were. He didn't even realize what they were, So when he saw the sea of green that was the KLP48 fans, he was like, what? So he was a little bit bewildered by the whole day. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. I have a feeling. I hope I'm not jinxing when I say that. The internet seems a little more stable now. I have a feeling. just because I can see that my model is moving a little more smoothly now, I suppose. Oh, I say that, but there it goes. The model just stuttered. So yeah, I basically stuck to Julian like a bit of a leech that the whole day, because like, yeah, I found a buddy that I can banter with, like someone that I could talk both VTubing and wrestling with at the same time. Sometimes intermingling both, because I'm that SOB that is all about that crossover factor, that crossover factor. Okay, like Gaugura and baseball, and Cali and Suicide Squad, VTubing and pro wrestling. Yours slowly, right here. Thank you. That was neat. Yeah. To the point where I basically encouraged him to, hey, let's actually go back into geospace, because I'll be very frank here. Julian and friend were there mainly for the headliners. I think who was Julian mainly into? Was it Mint or Bao? One of the two. So he was definitely more familiar with those guys, with the big four, so to speak. But I encouraged him and his friend to, hey, let's go check out Cordelia and friends. The Irie Cordelia, the fighting fish VTuber, of which no, not this one. Here it is. This is Irie Cordelia here, and she had a whole bunch of friends with her in her set list. I think hers went for an hour. So she had so there was basically a lot of other VTubers, mainly Indonesian, but 2 Malaysians that joined her. Elisifer, Asura, and Aruri Aurigalia. Where she duetted with all of them, essentially. So that was pretty neat. Cordelia obviously could show off her vocal chops. She's a fantastic singer, member of Arca Virtual. They say, oh yeah, I'm confused with Arca Virtual. Is it AKA Virtual or Arca Virtual? I like saying Arca Virtual because that sounds, because Arca means red in Japanese and it sounds cool. It's just easier to say than AKA. I am HO. Mm-hmm. No, that was neat. I cannot emphasize enough. Also, that the sound system in this was like, oh, you could feel it. You could feel it in your bones. It was another pretty memorable part of the day. So, this is Taringhu of Lobi. I mentioned there were 2 Malaysian talents involved in VMuse. Technically, there's a third, Taring. She was like practically a last-minute inclusion into the whole meet and greet thing, actually. Like, I don't know how that worked. But yes, Taring, I don't think it's any surprise. Is anyone surprised that she's a Malaysian VTuber? But she's part of Globi, which is a European VTuber agency, which is part of Brave Group. Like, that's like, wow, what a get for both Taringhu and Globi. So she's pretty cool. She's a Tiger VTuber, speaks Sarawakian, very good singer. I saw her ads a few times. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. She's awesome. She's really cool. I have a story concerning who that is the most convoluted thing ever. That really sort of just highlights just how oddly my brain works. I'm gonna leave that for a little bit for later. After I talk finish about VBUs, because it's wild. It's wild. Also, I need to stand up. No, before that, just so that we're absolutely clear here. I don't think the rim shot was necessary. I think the rim shot was a bad taste. Anyway, let's stand up now. Yeah. Ah, jeez. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to say hi to Taring because she's there. Yeah. So the moment that she saw me, like, oh, yeah, she knows who I am. I pop into her. Someone, I forgot whose stream it was, but one of someone's viewers said that I was a, what was it? Not an overlord. Not that I was an overlord, but I was like the guardian of Malaysian streamers. Like I'm the guardian, like a bodyguard. Because I'm always there, which is not entirely wrong. I do appear in I do say hello to a lot of primarily Malaysian VTubers, but not necessarily all the time. So like, wait, am I? I even asked this on Twitter too, and like, really? I mean, thank you, I guess. Yeah. Also, just you, do let me know. Is the stream more stable now? Like in the past 15 minutes or so? Well, you got title. It's a title I don't really want to use, frankly speaking, just because like it sounds so pompous. Like, mind you, Uptown Lowlife is already a pompous enough title. But Guardian of Malaysian Streamers, I don't want that. I do not want that. And frankly, the reason why, and frankly speaking, I know this is going to sound really bad here. But it's sort of the unfortunate truth. If I were to actually call myself the Guardian of Malaysian VTubers, a lot of folks will take it the wrong way. I wish I can say psych. I wish I can say cap. But I've been in this Malaysian VTuber thing, what some folks call the My VT thing, for 3 years now. I know what you all are like. I know what you guys are like. I do. And if you think that some folks won't be butthurt if I were to declare myself Guardian of Malaysian Streamers, sadly, you are sorely mistaken. So no, I do appreciate that someone called me out on that. I get it. But I'll just be your fellow Uptown Lowlife. Thank you very much. The who? Ow. I actually got a little explanation from her, actually. This is a alleged guardian of my VC. I almost prefer that. I almost prefer that, actually. So 1 second. Let me just clear my nose. 1 second. One second. Apologies over that. I just cannot stand a sniffy nose, so I have to mute that. Like burps, farts, unholy screams, all that. No, all that's fair game. All that will not be muted. Sneezes, however, I just can't. I just can't for some reason. Yeah. Sneezes and sniffles. I just like I don't know. I feel like that really, really disrupts the flow of the stream, almost as much as unstable internet, frankly speaking, in my honest opinion. My hot takey opinion. Okay, Hu-chan. That's who. I call her Hu-chan because she's, Hu-chan. So, I asked her basically. Well, my question to her was literally, Blind Guardian? Why? So, and you guys might not understand. Hu-chan definitely understands because I finally found out why she covered a bard song, which is a very famous song, a folk song by a power metal band called Blind Guardian. Well, power/speed metal band, I suppose. So this was a band that I knew for a long time. They're awesome. They're initially a very metal band that eventually became more folksy as time went on by. So one of their songs is literally called Bard Song. It is straight up something out of Lord of the Rings. How does it go again? Let me just wait. Let me just try to recall. No one will ever know our name, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow. I can't recall. So it's something like that. It's very folksy, but it has a little bit of that metallic, that heavy metal vibe to it. And she covered it. And she basically explained to me that, it is because she did a donathon, and one of the donathon rewards, for some reason, was to cover Blind Guardian. And she hit the donathon goal. So she covered it. Yeah. I mean, it also helps that she's also a bit of a Baldur's Gate 3 fanat. Baldur's Gate, is it 2 or 3? I don't recall. And so Dungeons and Dragons, Bard song, the vibes fit, so it's fine. Yeah. So it was so funny to hear. So she basically called herself uncultured because she didn't know what was Blind Guardian initially. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean they are a big metal band, but they're not like Metallica big. No offense to the Blind Guardian. They're a little bit nichey. Power metal is sort of surprisingly more niche than people realize, even though it sounds almost pop sometimes. Power metal almost sounds pop. If you're wondering what is the most power metal song ever, okay, there's a very high chance even all of you guys listening to this will know about Through Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. Like, that is the power metal song, yeah, so and I suppose Blind Guardian is a little more of a folk version of Dragon Force in that sense. It was pretty nice to chill with Hu-chan. Oh, just recall one other thing I did ask her, but again, that's for the future to behold. Next, and finally, we get to nighttime. Oh, before that, just gotta say. So before we entered in for the nighttime, everyone had to be ushered out. So even those that were loitering and just hanging around inside Joe's space, all had to be ushered out for the nighttime performance. Yeah. And then, so this is sort of what happened. So actually, it seemed like things were like looking up a little bit, because when we finally got into the holding space, it was packed. You look mad scary in that photo. What? How is it? How do I look scary in this? You know what's providing that glow? A light stick. In fact, I have it with me right now, actually. It's a light stick. It's my first ever light stick. That's part of the perks of being part of being a VIP in VMuse, I guess, that you get a bunch of merch. And one of it is a VMuse themed light stick. So it's a light stick, but there's stickers of the headliners' mascots. So Mint, Bao the Whale, Iron Mouse, and Kuro. So this was like sort of my first light stick show, I guess. So I got to what's the word? Wotage it a fair bit. It lighted under. You know how scary that looks? Don't tell me this shocked you, this you. Don't tell me this caught you. Don't tell me this startled you. Come on. Like, I want to meet Kuro. Not gonna lie, I was a big fan of him before he was Kuro. Understood. I understand. Who knows? Maybe next year. Maybe. Okay. So they were great. The headliners were awesome. I will say that but in terms of audio, for singing was great for sure. But whenever the headliners were speaking and stuff, still you look. I do not look like an alien. I do not look like an alien. Okay. I just look. Okay. So I do look a little bit like an alien, but you know, don't get haunted by it. Yeah. Okay. So I guess what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So this was my first Wotage thing because I finally had a light stick in my hand, so I could Wotage as well. And it was fun too, just changing the colors, seeing the sea of light sticks. Mostly hitting in on beat with the song. So it was a lot of fun actually. I can see why there's a whole Wotage culture actually. Why it's so persistent, I suppose. Yeah, so I'll definitely be bringing this light stick along to other J culture performances actually. Yeah, really fun. I really enjoyed it. To the point where like I sort of like look at Julian a little bit. I took out the light stick. I turned it to red. I began to beat him with it. Like, you know, like no, because I mean I wanted to try to workshop it a little bit, try it out, see if it works as a possible weapon, and like sort of. You two ain't in the ring, yeah, but he's a fellow pro wrestler. He understands the assignment, so I whacked him a little bit, and it seems to be like it seems possible that I could use this as a weapon. Maybe not this VMuse light stick. I know this is clearly a clear memorabilia. Well, I'll get some extra light sticks. That maybe I'll whip out in a ring one day, in a hardcore match, so to speak. Yeah, imagine if I could do this. If there was a proper wrestling ring in an anime convention, and one of the matches is an Annie-Con hardcore match. Of course, you gotta bring out the light sticks. And other things too, what do you call those pillows? Those waifu pillows? Yeah, that. What you looking at me for that like that for this you? It'll be fun. You get the crowd going. Excuse me, my nose is really acting up. One second. Dakibakura, yes. Imagine if us wrestlers, began to fence around with Dakimakuras. Yeah. Why is the guy just these? I'm gonna be like, I don't know this man. I will wave at you, this you. I will wave at you, and I will like, I will tag you in. I will tag my mod in. Of course, obviously it'll be a tag team match. I'll be like, I'll see you in the crowd, like, oh, I'm in trouble, this you, and tag. Let me tag you in. And then you'll be like, no, and then you jump away, and I tag, and I accidentally smack someone in the face. And turns out it's like a Baki cosplayer or something, and then he gives me a super kick. And that leads to my downfall. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. I can see that. Don't try me. It's too late. You're part of it. You're part of the angle now. You're part of the booking now, this you. No escaping it. See you next year in it. In the Anycon hardcore match. Oh yeah, that was fun. The whole water game thing. Also, a cute little thing I actually noticed concerned my VTuber friend, who I actually bumped into. You are in danger. You're always in danger. This you're my mod. So yeah. Don't worry. I'll look out for you. Don't worry. So my essentially my VTuber friend who I bumped into very coincidentally. She was also up there in the VTube in the VIP platform, and I was actually pretty surprised because she's usually a little more of a reserved person, but it was actually quite heartening to see that I'm not gonna explain it, but she's just like all of us, she went through some difficult times, but it was pretty heartening to see that she, along with her friend that she brought along, were clearly enjoying themselves in that night, like really participating in the whole water gating, dancing whenever there was a more dancey tune. She and her friend even went down, out into the crowd to dance along and just have fun. I could tell that that whole night put a genuine smile on her face actually. Well, that was neat. That was neat to see. That was pretty neat to see. I was very happy for her in that sense. So that was like a wholesome moment that I got to witness. Okay. Okay. Before I explain this picture, let me bring it back a little bit. So the headliners, the four big VTubers, sang a few songs. Like Ayamao sang 2, Kuro sang 2. So not many at all. Oh, by the way, Kuro rickrolled us. I do apologize. I didn't have a proper photo of that because I was genuinely just enjoying the vibes, singing along with rickroll with the rickroll, of which I killed it, by the way. And in fact, so did Kuro too. He surprisingly went pretty baritone with that song. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Like, he went that low. Like, he sounded like oh shit, this is kind of embarrassing, but how could I forget the singer's name? So he went as low as me. And I go pretty darn low too. Oh, Rick Astley, yeah. Rick Astley. Yes. So I was pretty surprised. I didn't realize he could go that low at all. Like yours slowly. So of course, and yes, of course, I am never gonna give you up, I'm never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Obviously, this is one of my songs. Let me put this away. And so, then finally came on KLP 48. And without a doubt, they were the ones with the biggest reaction, the biggest reception. That's for darn sure. And so they did their thing. They did about 4 songs, if I'm not wrong. And obviously, I think they did 2 songs with Maintenance. I forgot what was the other one, but the highlight of the night, without a doubt, was this. Aitakata. And it was such a good visual too. It's such a beautiful visual. Mint basically looked like she was displaying her idol dolls to the world. Like, these are my dolls and I'm singing with them. Aitakata, 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 yes. I think that's how that song goes. Yeah, so Aitakata is like probably one of the more fun songs to clap and sing along to. And Mint is, well, she clearly knew her stuff. Mint really impressed me on that night actually. Like she always could sing, but it feels like her singing has really improved. Like when she sang Fansa, I thought she was like she really gave it all. She really gave it her all actually. So props to that. And when she sang with the KLP girls, like, oh, she's one of them. She's one of them. Easy. So that was a lot of fun to see. And then, so this is the part where, okay, I'm gonna have to explain this. She's really chasing the idol dream. She really is. What a thing to tick off your bucket list. From being a huge idol simp to singing idol songs on your own channel to performing with a bona fide idol group. In fact, the idol group, I suppose. The sister group of the idol group, so to speak. Well, that was neat. That was really cool to see. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm gonna have to be a bit mean here, only because I give a damn. Yeah? Only because I give a damn. After the KLP 48 was done with their performance, and their set list was on the shorter side, they left. And so did most of the audience members. I don't think anyone in the VIP platform, anyone left at all. I think because everyone on the VIP platform were all there primarily for the VTubers. A lot of the people down below, however, were not, frankly speaking. For instance, a lot of them left. A lot of them were leaving. And here's the thing, though. I'm not gonna say who it was. But this individual came on as sort of like an intermission sort of thing to basically speak to the audience. Again, we're back to the issue that the audio really was not properly attuned for speaking. So it was way too echoey and bassy to hear anything clearly. I asked someone who was down there, and they said the same. They couldn't hear from down there. I couldn't hear it from up in the platforms either. So yeah, could barely hear anything. But this particular individual, if it was kept shorter, I think it would have been fine. This particular individual went on far too long. As far as intermission speeches goes, It was far too long, and I think that alienated even more people. Call me crazy, but I think that turned off even more people, and they all left. I think, this. I don't even think this is a hot take. If VMuse were to do this again and invite KLP again to perform, they need to integrate the VTubers with the IRL idols far more. Give the KLP48 audience members a reason to stick on for the other talents, because it was very obvious that the KLP48 viewers were there just for KLP48, and they were laser focused on that. And so I'm not bashing on them at all. That's just facts. So it's on the organizers to, to handle that, to make opportunities out of that. And they did to an extent. This image is living proof of that. But more has to be done. Because guess what, guys? After that particular individual's long intermission thing, Bao, Kuro, Aya Mouse, and Mint came back on to sing more songs. So there was actually, in fact, still more. They were still performing. They even ended the night with performing an original group song that was like the VMuse theme song, so to speak. But so many people left because that quote-unquote intermission went on too long. And it didn't help that KLP was in the middle of that. It was just, it was so frustrating to see that, It was so frustrating to see that because I'm not even gonna give the exact numbers here, but you see the amount of the pretty large crowd before you here. It was a lot smaller than that, but after KLP48 left. That's just facts. I'm sorry. So I don't know what to feel about that, man. I don't know what to feel about that. Even Julian, my Singaporean wrestler friend, was like kind of weirded out by that too, Because it was obvious, it was pretty clear that people are willing to travel to this. They were. But I think more has to be done in terms of marketing, in terms of planning, pricing, to get it right, so to speak. Yeah. Obviously, mind you, keep in mind, this is VMuse's first ever event. Yeah? First ever event. So it doesn't have, to an extent, it doesn't have brand value at all. It's no Animangaki, it's no Comic Fiesta. It's not existed for over a decade. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was it. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed myself. Everyone's performances were great. The meet and greet sessions were great. The perks were great. Being up in a VIP platform was a very unique experience. That was great. Just, I wish things between KLP48 and VMuse was more tightly integrated. Yeah. Because it almost became more about KLP48 than VMuse. Which was unfortunate. It almost felt like VMuse was a bit lost in the sauce as a result. It kind of does says a lot on the state of. Well, it doesn't really say much about. No. I need to take that back. It doesn't say too much about Malaysian VTubing, because Malaysian VTubers was deliberately underrepresented in VMuse. So that was really fascinating to see. How the whole event went about. So it was fascinating. It was it's something I did. One reason why I don't regret it is because I very much view this as a learning experience. In terms of seeing how such a large event was conducted, seeing how to conduct yourself when there's like a crossover factor, especially with something as massive as KLP48. That's a big lesson to take away, for sure. So, so I won't lie, I left this event with a good bit of mixed feelings, for sure. I really enjoyed myself, but I could see that if there is going to be another VMuse, a lot more tweaking needs to be done in order for there to even be a second VMuse at all. So yeah, good luck to all you. Good luck to Team Comfy. Good luck to Team Comfy. They did it. Yeah. So, anyways, that was the whole shtick about VMuse. Let's talk about being a bit of a gym bro, eh? Let's talk about being a gym bro. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have actually gone on a little bit of a journey, a bit of a fitness journey. As some of you know, I have a very particular medical condition about me where I am basically need to avoid vertical spinal compression. Yeah. So that means a lot of things that I used to take for granted, I can't do at the risk of wrecking my body as a result. For instance, things like barbell squats, deadlifts, even shoulder presses, things that squishes my spine vertically, I basically have to avoid. I can do them, but that means I'll be a wreck in the next few days, and just won't be good for me. So I need to find alternatives. One exercise alternative that is a godsend for me is what we call a belt squat. If you guys were to go onto, let's say, my Instagram or even my Twitter, I think I've posted on Twitter too. You might have seen me posting this video of me squatting, but I'm on like on two wooden stools, and there's this big weight plate that's dangling between my legs. I'm bobbing up and down. That's a belt squat. I literally hang a weight. I literally have what is called a dip belt, and there's a chain, and I hang a plate on that chain, and on an elevated platform, I can squat. So to an extent, I can still do squat because that weight is hanging across my hips as opposed to stacking upon my shoulders. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing actually the past year. Just mainly doing that for weight. If I want to do training squats, of which is kind of necessary because I'm a freaking wrestler, carrying people, jumping. You need to do weight squats for that. Like you can do leg extensions, leg curls, using machines, of which I do have access to. I'm very blessed to have that. But it's just not the same as actual squats. So being able to DIY it at home I'm very glad I knew how to do that. But I also realized that to take that to go above and beyond, I need to find a belt squat machine. And to those who know anything, even just a little bit about gyms and going to gyms and being a gym bro, you will know that belt squat machines, I swear it's easier to find an actual diamond than to find a belt squat machine. Yeah. Like, I have been to many gyms over the years. Until this year, until very recently, I have never seen a belt squat machine in person. Or so I thought. Let me explain myself here. This is so embarrassing. So, this all started when I went to a massive gym. The largest one, in fact, in Petaling Jaya. I'm from Damansara, uptown Petaling Jaya, right? So, and it's a pretty big district, Petaling Jaya is. So I went to a warehouse gym. It's a massive warehouse too, full of all sorts of different equipment, some of which I've actually never seen before. So they've got some pretty unique stuff there. It did not have a belt squat machine. And that annoyed the hell out of me, I won't lie to you, because a fellow wrestler, a wrestling trainee, said that, oh yeah, we got a belt squat machine there. What he meant was a pendulum squat machine, a hack squat machine, which sort of looks like a belt squat machine, but is not a belt squat machine. It is because you're still stacking it on you're still stacking the weight onto your shoulders. So it's not where it's not where you hang it across your hips. Nope. So yeah, that was a little bit defeated. And then I remembered something. There's this, without saying too much, without revealing it too much, there's this gym I used to go to, a bodybuilding gym, fairly close to my area. I asked, this was the worst person to ask to, in fact. I asked Miles, hey, was there a belt squat machine? Is there still a belt squat machine in this gym? Because I vaguely remembered, I saw this photo on Facebook where this particular bodybuilding gym, it ordered a belt squat machine many years ago. But I didn't think any much of it, because it was many years ago. This was in their previous location, so it might not have it anymore. Especially because I am aware, because their new space, the current space that they're in, is a bit on the small side. But so I asked my Miles, and he said, "Yeah, there's a belt squat machine." I'm like, "What?" In fact, actually, let me look at that whole conversation. Let me look at the whole conversation with Miles. I think it's okay for me to like transcribe it, so to speak, just because it's funny. It's funny. Okay. Now I recall. I paid a visit to this bodybuilding gym because I was in the area. We literally went in to just check it out, and lo and bloody behold, here it is. In fact, this is the exact model, the exact type of belt squat machine. So let me read out what I messaged to Miles. Dude, said this bodybuilding gym has a belt squat machine. I was there a few months ago, and I swear there wasn't one last time. And Miles said, yeah, I feel like they've had this for years. My response was ... So all this time ... I've been DIYing it like Gargano and Champa in my home ... I could have gone to this bodybuilding gym for leg day ... Miles then replied, yes, like I thought you knew this already. And my response was, what makes you think I knew? I've been moaning about looking for one for so long. Miles then wrote, because we saw it together, like way back. And I wrote, not even that big warehouse gym had one. And that was a warehouse. This was be like banging on the keyboard. Miles wrote, like we saw it together in the flesh. And my response was, I'm getting old. And his response was, you boomer. So that ruined my day. In my defense, look at this damn thing. Okay, maybe for the layman, it might not be obvious. But to those who are into the whole gymming thing, even if you were to Google belt squat machines initially, most of them don't really look like this. In my defense, because I think one thing that threw me off about it was that this sort of doesn't look like your typical belt squat machine. Most of it looks like a lot shorter, a teeny bit longer. So that's actually one of the reasons why belt squat machines is so rare. Is because one, it's a pretty specialized equipment, and two, it's even compared to other machines, it's a little bit on the larger side. It's more like it's long. That's the thing. It's long. You have to have an elevated platform for it. So yes, admittedly, it's a little bit larger, but I don't think by that large of a margin. That was a lot of dots. Yes, it was. Because that was how flabbergasted I was that this thing, yes, has been there forever. It's just that I didn't recognize it was a belt squat machine because it doesn't look like your typical belt squat machine. It looks like it actually even sort of looks like a squat rack. It sort of looks like a squat rack. I think another thing that threw me off was that it had an attachment at the very bottom here. Like this part here, this long thing here. And there was like a straight bar attachment on it. And I was there a few months ago, doing something else. I think I went into the gym for a short bit, and so there was a straight bar attachment. That's something you would use for triceps or something like that. And it just so it didn't register to me that you could use this for legs. It didn't register to me. So I finally went back to this bodybuilding gym. I tried it out, and it took a little bit of getting used to. I had to adjust a lot of things, figure out the mechanisms for how to have it hanging higher up. This is one of those belt squat machines where unfortunately you have to start off squatting, as in you have to be low on the ground as opposed to starting off standing, which would have been a lot more convenient. But that's very much but it's still something I don't mind, because whilst it would be nice to start off standing, that is very much a quality of life thing. Ultimately, it's still a belt squat machine, and oh man, it was bliss. It was so bliss, because you have to understand, I do genuinely still enjoy doing my whole DIY belt squat setup at home, but it does have some drawbacks. One, it takes forever to set up. Two, it's a bit janky. Three, this is the biggest thing. Due to how things are positioned, the chain that hangs on my hip, that's attached to my belt, my belt, the chain will always chafe on my inner thighs, and so it's kind of uncomfortable. I won't lie to you. But due to how this whole thing is made, the chains barely rub onto my legs at all, and so I could just freely squat as deep as I wanted. And man, I haven't squatted that deep in so long. Utter bliss. And my spine could breathe a sigh of relief that I could still squat fairly heavy and not go through pain, not be limping. And also, as a bonus too, I can actually do RDLs with this thing. Kind of weird. I don't think that's there's almost no gymming literature, no tutorial on this. To those who aren't aware, RDL stands for Romanian deadlifts. When you hear the word deadlifts, that means that's more of a hamstring bias workout. So not only can I work out my quadriceps, which is the front of the legs, I can also work out the hamstrings, which is the back of the legs. I just have to change my form a little bit. And I can do hamstring workouts as well with a belt squat machine. So I can work out my entire legs in that sense, which is great. Like, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy about this. Yeah. And here's the crazy thing. This bodybuilding gym actually has another machine that I actually didn't really understand at all way back when. Like, I used to go to this bodybuilding gym fairly often until fairly recent-ish. But there was this machine that I just didn't understand, which is this. So I literally tried this today. This is what they call a linear hack press, a linear hack squat. So you might have heard me a while ago mention something about how that large warehouse gym had pendulum squat, had hack squat machines, not belt squat machines. This, I suppose, is a variation of a hack squat. So let me explain. This is a little bit tough to explain here. So most hack squat machines, the weight is rested on the shoulders. Like there'll be like cushions, arms that where the point of contact is on the shoulders. So like a barbell, you are compressing your spine as a result. For most people who have normal, healthy spines, that's fine. It's good to work in them out, in fact. For me, because of my compromised spine, I can't do that. I need to avoid that. But this, however, like, I know this looks rather weird, but this is how you're set up on it. You put your butt on this lower rectangular pad here, and your lower back rests against these two rectangular pads up here. So my shoulders are not being compressed at all. My spine isn't really being compressed. It's being pushed against as opposed to being compressed, which is okay for me, actually. Which is okay for me. Like when I do I can actually still do bench presses pretty normally. I'm going fairly heavy, in fact, because that's not how my spine is damaged. So this is how it is. So my shoulders doesn't even touch the machine at all. There's no point of contact there at all. So I tried it today, and it's a little bit of a scary machine because I'm not used to it at all. But otherwise, like right now, I feel fine. I actually went fairly heavy with it today too. But yeah, it was fine. So surprisingly, there's more than one gym machine that I can use to train my squats. I think I can even do an RDL version of this as well if I were to put my legs higher up on this footrest here. I think I'll have to try it out next week. So I'm pretty shocked that there's options for me out there that doesn't have to be a belt squat machine. Really surprised by that. Really grateful for it too. So I can mess around with more than one machine in the same gym. Huzzah! Yeah. See, most of you guys, to like practically 99.5% of you guys watching, including those who aren't, this doesn't matter to you at all. To folks like me, who have compromised spines, machines like this, a godsend. I can still remain. I can still not just keep fit, but keep athletic. I cannot just stay healthy, but stay athletic because of machines like this. You know, like that. My DIY belt squat setup. The biggest limitation with it is that I can't really go super heavy with it. I've got a big plate, but that's just one big plate. And if I were to put more weight on it, it gets really awkward to set up. This I can just, you know, slide in plate here, slide in plate here, slide in more plates here, slide in more plates here, and suddenly I if I want to, I can lift. I haven't tried it out yet, but if I want to and if I work up to it, I can probably squat above my body weight once again. Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. I've got this option for me again. So yeah. Sort of I know this is. It seems like a strange thing to get all wholesome and heartwarming about. But for me, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I've got this option for me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I should stand up. Let me stand up a little bit, folks. As long as you're happy, I'm happy too, you know. Aw, this is you. Aw, that's so sweet of you to say. But no, don't. But you know, don't let your happiness be dictated by my happiness. Like if I'm in a sour mood, don't let that affect you. Please don't let that affect you. You know. I appreciate that you're being a little parasocial to me, but be careful about that. All right, be careful. But I try to be very wary of that kind of a thing. You know. Let me change up the BGM a little bit. Even though you're gonna drag me in the wrestling, not drag you in the wrestling ring, just involve you, you know, in the tag match, just very briefly, just very briefly. I want this one. Let me grab it. Where is it now? Where is it? One second, let me just hold on. I don't know why I'm being so particular right now. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So, also something interesting. I actually did something I haven't done in a long time. You know what it is? You know what it was, folks? It was meeting IRL friends. Sounds kind of sad, I know. And I don't mean my pro wrestling peers. I don't mean people I've met in anime convention. I'm talking about my old friends. Touch grass? Yes. Well, no. Okay. Touching grass, I'm one of those VTubers that touches grass all the time. I go out to the gym often. I go to AniCons often. I do other things all the time. That is not strange. Meeting old friends. When I say old friends, I mean like way back in primary school. So these are folks that I've known for most of my life, actually. I finally agreed to one after so long because I just felt it was time, and my best friend insisted. Oh yeah. And it was interesting. And that well, okay, so I met up with three people. One was my very, very best friend. This was someone that I've known longer than anyone else besides my family. Yeah, that's how long it was. It was nice to catch up with him. It was nice to hear how he was doing and stuff. I should recommend him. Yeah, I should recommend him going to gyms with a linear hack machine, a hack squat machine. Belt squat machines are on the rare side. I believe linear hack squat machines are a decent bit more common. That I'm pretty sure I have seen in other gyms. I'm pretty sure. I can recommend it. I should message him that after the stream. I should mention that after the stream. And so, actually, it was pretty funny too. Now, this best friend of mine, we initially were supposed to go somewhere a bit on the lower budget side of things. But then literally before I was about to drive to said low budget place, and mind you, nothing wrong with that at all. I was perfectly fine going with this place because it's great, you know, big drinks, big food. And suddenly he told me that instead of going there, we go to Dave's. If you're not aware of what Dave's is, it is basically this is a little bit of a Pataling Jaya law, I suppose. I'm pretty sure it is considered one of Utama's oldest restaurants. One Utama is a massive shopping mall. Dave's is one of the OG restaurants in Utama. Like, I am fairly certain that Dave's has been there since Utama opened, which is insane because Utama has been an institution for like forever now. I remember going to Dave's when I was a child. So Dave's is on the opposite spectrum of this other place. Dave's is pricey, not stupid. It's your whole month's salary pricey, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not VMuse VIP pricey. It's not even a VMuse daytime ticket pricey, but sort of getting there. So it very much was on the other side of the spectrum too. I was like, wait. So I asked my friend, wait, why are we going to a place that's on the other side of the spectrum? I'm not complaining at all. I like Dave's. Good food here. And it's because of my other friend, who I was also meeting up. And my other friend's this other friend, who I also know a very long time, but I'll be frank, I don't really get along with this dude. I'm friends with him, I'm chill with him, but he's just one of those guys that like, I sort of realized over the years. Like when we were kids, he was someone that we hung out together because we were friendly with each other, and this was our group circle, so to speak. And I'll never take that away from my other friends. But if it's me one-on-one with him, I don't think it'll work out. One, because how do I put this diplomatically? Believe it or not, I know I have displayed my temper and my impertinence and moodiness plenty of times on stream. But as equal many times I've lost it, I've also been able to keep it. This other friend of mine, however, mind you, he's not a troublemaker. It's not like he's like ever like got into huge trouble because he's not as impatient. but he just doesn't vibe with me anymore. We're just such different people that I just don't vibe with him anymore, essentially. Yeah, so we were waiting for this third friend of mine, and I'll talk about her in a bit. And she is the one that is sort of related to Hu-chan. I know, it gets very weird, but just bear with me here. So, it became more about these two talking, and my God, do I feel out of place. Why? Because they were talking normie talk. Yes, normie talk. What sort of normie talk? Well, things to do with politics. Things to do with, let's just say the different kinds of Malaysians. There are things to do with the economy. And I can sort of keep up to an extent, but I just I know some stuff, obviously, but I just didn't want to say anything, man. I just kept eating my steak. So I had steak, but by the way, it was good. It was good steak. I wish there was more. Of it. I was just nomming it, and I deliberately kept quiet because, like, it almost looked like they were arguing. I thought they were arguing. I thought they were like I genuinely thought at one point they were going to start yelling at each other because it was getting there. They were speaking to each other in raised voices. I could tell that from my best friend that he was sort of getting frustrated. And it almost like he was about to lose his temper. So I was like, when is my third friend coming? I was like, it was so awkward. I just felt so awkward there, man. You know? And it was getting to conversations that it was getting so strange. Yeah. What was it? I almost tuned out. I'm trying to recall what exactly some stuff, but I can barely recall anything because I was trying so hard to tune it out. I was like, because it was so awkward, and my flap stick was barely helping. It was good flap stick. And then finally my third friend came. She was the reason that we were all gathered in the first place because she actually finally came back from because she lived in a foreign country for quite a while, and she only recently came back back to Malaysia. And this was someone that I was more comfortable with, partly because she was a girl, and partly because like we gel a little bit better because she's got this goofy energy like B. She knows how to chill a little more, and the sort of like and she's also a tomboy, which basically meant that she bullies me. So if you ever wondered like why I'm this way with female VTubers, it really is partly because of her. Like she is, God, this is gonna sound so sad. She is one of those girls that hits guys, and I am frequently the target of her. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough how hard she hits me. Like, she chops me like she's Gunther across my back. No wonder I can take chops so well. It's because of her. Like, she will whack me. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, across my back with an open palm. Like, Cornelius. Yep. But I'm always cool with it because it always was she always did it in an endearing way, I guess. It's her way of skinship, so to speak. Like, she hates hugs. Every time I try to like, Agu, she'd be like, ah. I'm not even kidding. That's legit what happened. She relented one time because she was again heading off to a foreign country. Even then, she's still like after the hug. I'm like, okay. Yeah. It was nice to catch up with her and stuff like that. Nice to see that she's actually coming back to actually stay in Malaysia. I think. Yeah. Like she's yeah, it was nice that she was back. I know it seems like I'm being a bit flustered here, and that's sort of a reason. Okay, let me just sit my ass back down. I was standing this whole time and explain. So after my little IRL meeting with all of my old friends, my normie friends. Actually, my friend who's a lady. She's a bit of a weeb. She's a bit of a weeb, but I don't really talk to her about weeby stuff for some reason. We parted ways, and as I was going up this escalator in this massive shopping mall, a thought came to my mind. So let me just very quickly grab the image of Hu Chan for a little bit of reference. Okay, 1 second. So why am I bringing up Hu Chan? You might ask. It is because, and I know this is going to sound insane. I know this is going to make me sound like such a weirdo, but this was genuinely what went through my mind as I was going up this escalator. Okay? I thought for a split second that my closest female friend, who I've known since primary school, for a split second I thought she was Hu Chan. Now that I say that, something sounds like it's like a madman. I know that sounds insane. I know it sounds insane that this person who I had dinner with IRL and I've known since we were kids, who smacks me across the back all the damn time, is Hu Chan. You know, like what? How could this be? Why wouldn't Hu Chan tell me this? You know? And the thing is, okay, here's my brain being a bit of a conspiracy theorist. What if it's true? I don't think it is anymore, and I'll explain why soon. So the reason why I even thought of it was because it literally just occurred to me after I left them be that it just occurred to me because I do pop onto Hu Chan's streams pretty often, and I do hear Hu Chan's voice very often, and it just occurred to me on that night that my old friend, let's just call her Madison, okay? Just an example. So Madison sounded remarkably like Hu Chan, remarkably so. And then you know, Madison has got this real tomboy energy to her. Hu Chan has a real tomboy energy to her as well. And here's the other crazy thing. Hu Chan, right, is openly a Sarawakian. Like, she speaks Bahasa Sarawak, yeah? Madison is Madison. It just occurred to me when I was going up the escalator again. I remember that she's half Sarawakian. Like, she can sort of speak some Sarawakian. So So my brain was like, she sounds like her. She behaves like her. Wait, is it her? Oh, hello there, convergent entity. Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Is this your first time here? I don't know. I'm not really a body guy. I'm trying to. I talked a good bit about belt squat machine and hack squats and all that jazz. But you know what's better than heading to the gym? Kicking people in the face. Oh, let me just hide this first. As I was saying, kicking people in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Heading back to the gym. I went to the gym just this evening. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm an IRL wrestler. Wasn't that obvious? Yeah. Yeah. See? That's you? Yep. This is me too, by the way. I like to show what happens to me in wrestling as well. Yep. That's wicked. Thank you. Just to bring you up to speed, Conversion, I am regaling the fact that this IRL friend that I've known for many years was possibly a fellow VTuber who might have been keeping this a secret from me, that she's a VTuber, an agency VTuber, in fact. Now here's why I think Hu-chan is not Madison. Here's why I think Hu-chan is not Madison. How rude? That's fine. It's fine. Conversion, you're fine. Quite literally. So when I had this, so okay, here's how much it messed with my head. Once I got up to the escalator, I literally like took a turn to the left and just stopped. I was like, I was basically like I was basically this. Is Madison Hu-chan? Madison sounds like Hu-chan. Madison behaves like Hu-chan. Could they be Hu-chan? Madison's even an otaku like Hu-chan. No. Muba? Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and so I pull out my phone, and well, Wu-chan was streaming League of Legends that night. So yeah, it can't have been her because there's no way that Madison had dinner with me immediately and then was streaming. You know, in fact, when I looked at Wu-chan's live stream, she was streaming for more than an hour at that night. So it can't have been her. Nah. Wu-chan couldn't have been my childhood friend. No way. Without saying too much, I don't think Wu-chan's background and Madison's background is even the exact same either. I'm fairly certain that Madison is partly Sarawakian, just not completely Sarawakian like Hu-chan. I think. It just, yeah, kind of just freaked me out in that sense. Yeah. So that's my slightly insane conspiracy theory story about how I thought Hu-chan was one of my best friends. It also didn't help that, okay, this is very embarrassing to say. I don't mind saying this because I've actually like confessed this to her. And mind you, Madison, oh man, now that I think about it, the timing for this is actually so sus. So mind you, this was on the night of Madison's wedding dinner, yeah? So she was already married to her, husband at the time. I don't know how, I can't remember exactly how, but I sort of dropped Madison at her home, or where she was staying at the time. And then Madison said something to me that was really like there was something really out of the blue, which was hey, my newlywed husband, actually, because I was sitting next to them at the time, right? Yeah, my husband made a comment that hey, I think Cornelius might have feelings for you. And I'm like, oh wow, why did he think that? And I asked, and Madison explained that, oh, it's because of how I spoke to her. Like, I was like very attentive and sort of gentle, which is true. I do speak to Madison that way. And I agreed with the husband. And yeah, I kind of had feelings for her. And she was startled by that. I think she was genuinely caught off guard by that. She went, oh, really? Like, she didn't know at all. Yeah. I mean, she was one of the few female friends I've had over the years. She was a childhood friend. And I just never really pursued it because I just didn't think it would work out. I mean, yeah. She, like I said, she's really nice to me. Yeah. Also, by the way, Convergent, how did you came across me? How did you came across me in the first place? Just curious. So I basically said, yeah, but it's what's done's done. You're married now. It's chill. So we were still friends, by the way. We're still friends. Destined to be single. Yep. Yep. So no, Hu Chan is not Madison. Is not my childhood best friend. No, I am not in that trope at all. I am not in that anime trope. I do not reflect the anime trope one single bit. No. Yeah. So it's chill. If anything, that just shows that we had a healthy relationship with each other, and we're still good friends to this day. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. In fact, I'm glad that we are friends. That we're still friends, even though I had feelings for her. Actually, we were. No, that was with someone else. That's another incident altogether. Yep. Oh, okay. I know I'm really bouncing around here and stuff. I know I'm really bouncing around here. Just bear with me here. Because I'm gonna mention something. Now this is really like out of nowhere. I'm gonna now talk about a YouTube channel. Wow, we're really bouncing around everywhere, huh? from VMUs to workout machines to me being eternally single. To this. What is this? Any chances you guys know what this logo stands for? I swear it's not a cult. It's not a cult. I hope it's not a cult. You guys know what this is? You guys know what YouTube channel this logo is for? Do not worry. Many people tend to plan to be single for life. That's that doesn't. I don't think that comforts me. I don't think that comforts me. Do you guys know of this YouTube channel called Geography Now? I'm going to link it. Do you guys know Geography Now? So I'll explain why I am sort of shilling for them, but I have good reason to. It's time to learn geography now. Geography Now is, as the name suggests, is a geography channel. And they recently achieved something. The host, his name is Barbs, achieved something that I believe no other YouTube channel has done. He has this series where he is basically documenting every single UN sanctioned country from the letter A to Z. And 2 days ago, he finally got to the final country. He started off in A for Afghanistan. So it's basically every video, let's say Afghanistan, he will basically cover about, what's the country about, the demographics, food, the brief history, the geopolitical, its literal geography, its borders. So all things you need to know about a country. His Bob's videos cover it, and he has achieved. I consider it a great achievement. He has done every single UN sanctioned country, starting with Afghanistan, going from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Covering even countries like Malaysia, Singapore, everything. And finally ending with Zimbabwe. Every single country. And mind you, he started this 10 years ago. Yep, I'm looking at it now. 10 years ago. It took him 10 years to cover every single country. I don't think every single country, but every single UN sanctioned country, which is the vast majority of them. I think he's even covered countries that were literally that were newly made or had to be altered because of the geopolitical landscape. So he's done some updates. So he's covered to the point where especially for the later videos, and he would literally visit the countries. For the final Zimbabwe video, he actually went to Zimbabwe with many of his most loyal subscribers, and visited there, explored there. I believe he's even explored Malaysia. Actually, he's explored Indonesia too. So as the series went on, so obviously in Afghanistan, now that I'm looking at it, Afghanistan's is about 6 minutes 40 seconds. really short. The final video Zimbabwe, it's 15 minutes. So he has grown and expanded his videos and his channel as the years went on by. 10 years of trying to cover and document every single country. So I've got a lot of sentimental value to his channel. Because in case if it's not obvious, I'm a worldly kind of guy. I love to check out things out of my own nation. You know, like recently I've grown a huge appreciation for Indonesia, for instance. Learning about Indonesian VTubers, learning about Indonesian culture, learning why their entertainment industry is so robust. That was fascinating to me. And that in some ways stemmed partially from geography now. Learning all about these countries, learning about my own country. Like he covered Malaysia. How long was Malaysia? He covered Malaysia 6 years ago. About 13 minutes long. Doesn't sound much, but that was a lot to cover. You know, I even covered a little bit about the whole political landscape too, and in a very light-hearted, fun, and fair way. You know, fair way. I think Singapore was covered too. Of course, Singapore was covered. Singapore was 28 minutes long. Again, once you get to the later letters, they definitely expanded a lot more. And so, the end of a great series, one of the greatest on YouTube, in fact, one that I've learned so much from, and has enthralled me and given me an appreciation for different cultures, different people, different landscapes even. Because like they have like this beautiful motion graphics thing to it. It's really fun. So this was in some ways GeoGuessr before GeoGuessr. Well, this was more like GeoLearner. That's what it was. So yeah. So it's hey Barbs, if you're watching this, and I don't think you are, but in case you've ever encountered this, congratulations on reaching all the way to Zimbabwe. Thank you for covering every single UN sanctioned country from A to Z. Thank you for teaching myself and so many others the beauty and wonders of geography and of our world. Thank you for being here for more than 10 years. Cheers. And the good news is that Barbs is actually, you know, although this incredible series has ended, but Barbs, you know, for someone that's been doing, you know, he's been doing this long enough that he's got other things on the show too. Like he's even covered things like the states of Mexico explained, the states of Indonesia explained. Whew, that was a long one. That was an incredibly long one. Yeah. It's called the Provinces of Indonesia Explained. That one video alone took more than half an hour because there's a lot to cover with Indonesia, of course. So and he's covered other things too. So although the core part of this series is done, he's got other things there too. So yeah, still of course there's plenty to learn about the world still. So yeah. I just wanted to give a little shout out to one of my favorite YouTube channels ever. Yeah, that's it. As simple as that. Yeah. But go check them out, guys. Lots to learn. Even the Malaysian episode, watching as a Malaysian was actually super fun and interesting too. Yeah, have you done states of Malaysia? Let me check. No, I don't think he's done states of Malaysia. But he done Fan Friday Flag Fan Friday Malaysia. Well, that's cool. Oh yeah. That's about it for tonight, ladies and gents. If you can, please do give my channel a subscribe. If you can follow me on my social media, that'd be much appreciated. Um. I believe my next stream is going to be coming Saturday. I believe. Yes, coming Saturday, where we'll be checking out Third Eye Open once again. Oh, of course, how can I forget? Champions Quest. This is my upcoming pro wrestling event. If you want to see me actually doing some wrestling, folks, along with many other talented professional wrestlers, this is the place to be, folks. This is the place to be. Let me just drop the link in the chat. So you can find me there on November 16 on a Saturday in Quash Theatre, TTI, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. If you see me there, don't be afraid to say hello. Well, before and after the show, of course. During the show, I'm wrestling. It'll be a good time, folks. It'll be a good time. Indeed, we're working hard to give you the best show possible. I believe early bird promotions still apply, so do check it out. Do check it out, folks. Interesting how the internet seems more stable in the later hours compared to the earlier hours. Interesting. Oh well, a little bit unfortunate there, but what are you gonna do? All right, folks, that is about it. If you can drop me if you wish to join my community server as well, the link is down below as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for tonight. Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop. But may Cafe Cornelius never close in your hearts. A lovely night, Mina. Have a lovely night. What's right? That's the thing. Okay, here it is. Otsukare. Lotsukare.